Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody on the outside and in between, my name is Patrick, and this is the Epic Loot Gaming Channel. And I've got a story for y'all. Let me tell you, I've got a dang old story for y'all. Um, so we're just gonna let's do some updates. Let's talk about some things. Let's talk about how some things are going and some things, and then we'll get to the meat and gravy, if you will. So life's been crazy. Life's been crazy lately. A lot of craziness happening. Um, I got a job offer working for a new company here in town. Much better pay, benefits, all kinds of cool stuff that I needed. So that's good. That's a plus. Um, on the downside, 2 weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks ago now, we had to put Sadie down. Sadie is no longer with us. Our little gray rescue pit bull. She was old. She had encountered a lot of problems lately, health wise, and when I took her to the vet, they discovered the cancerous lump in her bladder, and unfortunately, you know, we had to let her go. We got to spend a great last weekend with her. Her and Marley and the family. We all hung out and feasted and went to the park and just did everything we could. Um, but you know, life goes on, right? Life goes on, and she's buried out here underneath the pine trees. So yeah, there's that. Um, on a lighter note, a much less serious note, but still probably the reason most of y'all are here, is to get an update on what the hell happened to my account. Look at my naked guy. Look at my naked guy there. See him? Little Mr. Nude. Mr. Nude Man. Um, so, as you know, last Sunday, I was getting ready to stream the EM event, like I always do. And I hadn't logged onto my account in a while. Like, life had just been busy. You know, the stuff going on with Sadie and the job hunt and just keeping things going in general. And so I hadn't logged onto my account in a while. And when I logged on before the stream, I noticed my guy was naked, and he was at the Moonglow Inn naked. And I was like, well, "That's not right. That's not right." And so I just thought, like, "Oh man, there must be some sort of bug or some sort of glitch with Classic UO." So I logged out and logged into the regular client, still naked. Logged back out, logged back into Classic, and noticed like that all my, like, not only was my gear gone, but like things in my bag were gone. My anniversary gifts had been opened and looked at or whatever. Um, I was missing bags full of full of gear and just all kinds of stuff. And I freaked the fuck out. So I immediately recalled to the castle because they were kind enough, that whatever happened, I still had my rune books on this guy. Can't say the same for my other dudes. So I was like, oh, let's go to the fucking castle. Let's see what's going on. I went to my castle. I couldn't get in. It was no longer under my name. It was under somebody else's name, and I was freaked the hell out. I really was. I was pissed. I was freaked out, and I started getting in contact with people that could help me immediately. Um, this is what's left of my stuff. This right here. This is what's left of all my stuff. I have a few things up here, a couple jewelry boxes, a bag full of Halloween candies that I had that Jeff gave me years ago. I think they didn't see this candle here, uh, and they left my ladder, which was cool. Um, and this stuff right here wasn't here. I'll explain this right here in just a moment. Um, so I freaked the hell out, right? And I'm typing to people. I'm trying to figure out what's going on, and long story short, with the help of some amazing people and some very good friends, I was able to track down. We were able to track down the person who was in possession of my account. But here's the thing: they were never really in possession of my account. They didn't have access to my master account. They didn't have access to the thing that you log into the UO website with, and you pay your game time, and you do all your, you change passwords and stuff like that. They had access to my game account. Crazy. Like, how did that happen? Well, I let my account name slip on stream before. I think it's only happened once, maybe twice. Never my password. You know, the password's always hidden. But my account name slipped, and someone was able to force their way into my actual game account. Now, the story goes like this. Apparently, sometime in early September, someone did this. So, I think it was around September 7th or 10th, somewhere around there. They then supposedly sold my account to a different person. I'm not going to mention any names. There will be no names brought up in this story because it's not going to do anybody any good. But the people who did help, they know the names, they know IP, like they know stuff, they know things they know things. So, like, it's not a secret to everybody, but I'm just keeping my mouth shut about it. Turns out the person who was in possession of my account is like an account flipper or an account seller or whatever. Somebody who has experience in this field. You know, they do this. Marley, shush your butt. They do this, I don't know, for a living, but they do this, so they know the routine and everything. I would think someone who did those kind of things would know that, you know, this was probably not a legit deal. This was like the fact that they were able to not able to access the master account, but they still went ahead and bought this account. They stripped it. The people involved stripped it down. There was nothing. This is what I was left with, was these 3 containers right here, which has a bunch of crap gear that I've just, like, loot that I've gathered over time. You know, a couple dye tubs, just some little things like that, right? This guy here, bunch of nothing in there. And then this one here with my fountains of youth and the mysterious fragments. Here's the trash can, the trash barrel that they were using to literally throw away 20 plus years of memories. It all went down in there. This person who was in possession of my account, I was given their contact information. I was able to reach out to them, and they agreed to, you know, they told me their side of the story. You know, I bought this account and da 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 da. Oh, hold on, let me catch up on chat here. I wake up in the moon glow in naked often. Yeah, that's the story of my life. Looking a bit pasty. Got to get him in the sun. I had some event gear. Yeah, I got some of my gear back. They returned my Bane Dragon to me. I got my Bane Dragon back, which was great. I've had that thing forever. And they returned what they could that they hadn't already sold on Atlantic, which was my hitching post, these EM items, my chair, my dragons, my banner, the dog, my plant, a couple ethies. This bag here, which, you know, some random stuff in there as well. Yeah, I'm glad I got my dog back. I don't know what they did with it. I'll have to look. They also gave me back, so I had my shard shields from my vet account stashed on here for whatever reason. So those were left there. A bunch of pages of lore. More pages of lore. Some EM sashes. Random, you know, things like that. You know, a couple things here and there. With some axes. That's nice. I didn't even realize I had those. Um, you know, my Undertaker staff, like there's you know, they gave back what they could. I actually, when I talked to him, I was like, hey, like I'm really hoping that I can get my EM items back and my parrots, because my parrots, they're all named after my pets, and my pets that are gone, my pets that have moved on in life or whatever. So I have all them here too, and I was able to get those back. And I got some gear. You know, I got some gear back. I haven't even dressed my guys yet, because I don't even want to go through this mess of shit yet. But I need to get on here and start putting some clothes on my dudes, get them all dressed up. But for those of you who have seen my house, you've seen the amount of stuff I had. My soul stones, my vet rewards. I also claimed all my vet rewards and sold most of the vet rewards as well. I feel fucking violated. It was sickening. It made me feel fucking sick, and I was super happy and grateful to get back what I could. I was super grateful that there was some stuff left, like these EM items. They mean a lot to me. You know, they're from our EM, and like this one, I love this one. Love my little dragons. You know, I just, hey, what's up, Rock? I'm glad, I'm happy I could get back what I could get back. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't understand the thought process that these people had when they were doing this. You know, UO is a game that is community driven, and people hold on to their accounts and their games, and they play it because it's got memories and good times and good people in there. And I don't think the people or the person or whoever that did this cares about any of that. They just cared about themselves and making gold and doing, you know, bettering themselves at the cost of your stuff, at the cost of 20 plus years of memories. And the fact that they just threw away what they couldn't sell, like, that's crazy. And the fact that someone took possession of this account without the master account information, who's supposedly someone who buys and flips accounts quite often. There's so many telltale signs that's like something wasn't right here, you know? Somebody got done dirty. And that was me. I got done dirty. Like, all my stuff gone. Left with junk and whatever scraps I could get back. You know, it's wild. My account got stripped down. Someone got access to my account, Rock, and they took everything. I feel that I have a hard time believing the story that I was given. You know, I have a hard time really believing that there was an innocent party involved in this. You know, I think that I was done dirty in a way that you can't overlook. Like, anybody who's played this game for any amount of time knows that they were probably getting a hot account. And the fact that, you know, most of my profiles, my information all in the little freaking scroll here said, you know, Epic Loot Gaming this, Epic Loot Gaming that. It's not like it was a secret whose this account was. Like, literally the guild, Epic. Like, anybody who's, I don't want to say anybody, because I don't want to, like, sound like I have a big head, but I feel like if you play a UO and you've been around UO for a while, you've heard of the streamers who stream UO. You know, there's not a lot of us. And just by looking at this account and seeing that the game time was still active, you know, that it was full of current items, I just don't get how you could think that this was just some dude selling his account. Just like that. Just selling his account. Not the master account, just the account. So, you got to be careful out there. You got to be careful. Don't let that account, don't let your account names get out. You know, I don't know if I I don't know if I'm going to continue playing this account. I might shift everything over to my vet account just because I feel like this thing is permanently compromised now. If someone had the ability who knew my account name to get into here, who knows what the future holds for that. And the fact that there's 10 fucking soul stones full of skills missing, you know, there's all these memories and all these things that are just gone. I know I can get stuff back. I know I can get gear and get, you know, anything that might be missing. The community, you guys have been great. You've offered to help me out and do everything you could. But you know, there's just some things that it cuts way too deep, and it just really makes me hesitant to keep, you know, investing time and money into something that's, in my opinion, permanently compromised. Because if those people have that account name, which they do, there's no stopping them from doing it again, in my opinion. Can you change the account name? I cannot. I asked. It's not something that can be done. I hate that you're done dirty. If you need any gear, anything, let me know. Are you sure the soul stones are gone? I'd search every shard and see if they moved them somewhere. Seems like it would have been valuable to sell an account. The reason I mean, they're not in the banks. I'll have to check Atlantic because that's where things got moved to. But I feel like this was deeper than just somebody stealing an account. I feel like this is kind of a targeted attack. I feel like the things that were thrown away maliciously. You know, I feel like anything that couldn't be sold for profit was thrown away. The only reason I got anything back was because people got caught with hot goods, if you will, you know. And I feel like if it wasn't for the people who helped me, that I would not have gotten anything back. But it just stinks, you know. I don't understand why people would want to do this. I've never done anything negative to warrant this. I don't think that I can think of off the top of my head. You know, if anything, I feel like I've always tried to do my best to help and promote the community of UO and keep things, you know, retail oriented, and really just focus on what's best for the game. And the piles of trash who did this, like I said, they don't care about this game. They don't care about anything but themselves. But at the same time, I'm still going to say, don't let this scare you away from playing UO, and don't think that, you know, people are out here to like hunt you down and get your account information and stuff. Just don't be stupid like me. Don't let your account name slip. Don't let that information get into the wrong hands, because people are going to do you dirty and not care about the effects. There's people like that in this world when it comes to every aspect of life. And unfortunately, they're also in this game that we love. I just want to give a huge shout out to those who helped me, those who did the work, put the work in, and found out the details. It's not ever going to be forgotten. Like y'all are shining stars in my book, and you were able to really step up and serve a little bit of justice, if you will. It's just a big hit, you know. I don't know. I understand that, you know, like I said, the pixels can be replaced. Things can be replaced. The memories didn't go anywhere. The memories are still here. It's a violation. It's a dirty thing. And I've shared some names and some information with the right people, in my opinion. You know, these people who stole my account aren't the only ones that can do dirty deeds. They're not the only ones that can violate people. And I've shared their information with those that I deem appropriate to keep an eye on them, make sure that they don't at least do this to me again, and if they do, you know, it's going to be dirty. They're going to get theirs. But as of right now, you know, there's no retaliation to be had. There's no anger to be shared, and I don't even know the full story. I don't even know that the story I was told is true. And that's fine. I'm not out to get the details. I just know that I was lucky enough to get some stuff back. I was lucky enough to have people in the right places help me out, and I'm forever grateful for that. I would assume hopefully by the time the next EM event rolls around, I'll be ready to rock. I'll have all my gear sorted. I'll have my stuff put back together. Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you still, Watson. I'll get back on track. I'm not giving up on UO. I'm not gonna turn my back on this amazing community just because one bad apple, you know, or a few bad apples or whatever it may be, are out there. And I'm not gonna quit promoting this amazing game. It's UO. It's there's nothing like it out there, and it's something that I always want to be a part of. I bet they're done dirt cheap. Those deeds laugh out. You retaliate. Yeah, right. You don't have a mean bone in your body, Perry. I'm very mean. But at the same time, I don't have to retaliate. I have people that will help me if I need it, which I'm grateful for as well. It's good to keep the good and the bad people close to you because you never know who you might need. But unfortunately, you know, I'm in a position where it's going to take a little bit to get caught back up. It's going to take a little bit to get my guys in check and get my gear sorted and things like that. I don't know what my next steps are. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to just switch to my vet account or if I'm going to keep trying to use this account. This account, just like I said, it seems compromised and it doesn't seem like it would be a good idea to continue trying to invest time and money into it because of the fact that, you know, it has been compromised. Can't the devs help? The dev team and the customer support team were huge help. Like they helped out a lot. You know, they did everything they could, and because of them, I was able to, you know, make some progress and get back what I could. And just to help in the future, look, I made this note in here. If you have this account, it is stolen from Epic Loot Gaming. I know nobody's going to care if they see that. You know, they're not going to care if they're doing dirty shit. They're doing dirty shit, but I'm covering my bases, you know. And this stream, although not going to be very long, is just to kind of get the word out to the community that there are people out there who do not care about anything but themselves, and you just got to watch out for them. You just got to play smart. Play smarter than me. Don't let your information, don't let your account name get out there, because once that's out there, I feel like people can do whatever they want. You know, and there was speculation that maybe there was like a keylogger or something on my computer. My computer had been scanned top to bottom. None of my other things got messed with. It was strictly this game account. So, in my honest opinion, I feel like it was probably brute force, if you will. Thank you, Perry. I appreciate the sub, brother. But yeah, I feel like I'm rambling a little bit now. I just want you to know I'm not going anywhere. Epic Loot Gaming's not going anywhere. I'm gonna keep pushing UO. I have another game in the pipeline that I've been playing. I'm still working on a new YouTube channel for this other game and stuff like that, and I'm still gonna keep uploading my streams to Epic Loot Gaming. I'm not going anywhere. I love my community. I love this game. I love the things that we've built together, and it just is what it is. Unfortunately, there's just been a minor setback. And with the way real life is going and things like that, I haven't had a lot of time to back into it. I haven't had a lot of time to really sort through my gear and get my guys back on track. It's not going to take long. I'm going to have to sit down for a couple hours and just kind of get things put back together, and then I'll be good to go. But like I said, is it really going to be worth it to try to push this account further when I know that naughty ass people have my information? Man, I wish they let you change the account name. That is a security issue that is hard to overcome. You need to make the house public, lock the door, and put a mailbox on your front porch. I will. I found my mailbox. I will definitely do that. It's just set private right now because I had just got it back. They were nice enough, like I said. They gave me my castle back. They brought back this stuff here that they hadn't sold yet. So I got that. You know, that's great. There's still so many things that are missing, and so many things that are just gone forever, which sucks, you know, to think about that, to think about the things that you had and the memories and all that stuff. I don't know, it's just crazy. And I honestly wish that they would have just stolen the valuable stuff and left everything else, because what's the point of throwing away all the things and trashing someone's stuff like this? So either way, life goes on. It's not the end of the world, right? We still got our health and still got, well, kind of got our health, life, you know, whatever. But yeah, things are still hunky dory in real life, and things are looking up, and things are going to get better. So with the help of my community, with you guys, everybody out there, you know, things are being reconciled, and things are being taken care of, and I'm not going to be left naked running around Caesarea. So that's always a plus. But it's just rough, and I wanted to take this time tonight to just do a quick stream, tell you guys what's going on, and let you know that yeah, it sucks what happened, but I was able to recoup enough stuff that I can keep pushing on. So with that being said, I know I've been like all over the place with You Naked is a Scary Sight. I doubt I have replacement EM items, but I do have some things from LS that you might like if you want them. No, don't worry about you know, replacing EM items or any of the vet rewards or things like that. And I really think that I have most of my gear to be able to keep, you know, get these guys set back up, or gear up my other account if I want to. You know, maybe I'll just use this account for streaming, keep some base gear on my guys, do the EM events, and then, you know, make my other account like my main playing account. That's probably what is going to happen. I've also been playing a lot of World of Warcraft. I've been working on a second channel just called Epic Loot on YouTube, where I plan on posting my WoW content. It's not going to be stream stuff, though. I might stream WoW every now and then, but I'm working on perfecting my edited form videos, long form edited videos, and maybe some shorts and stuff like that. It's just kind of like a little side project, little passion project that I kind of have got more focused on since this whole thing happened. But like I said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leaving UO. I'm not giving up on UO. I just need to have other things to focus on and other things to do as well. So there's that. And I feel like World of Warcraft is kind of up the same alley as UO, you know. World of Warcraft is something that shorts should be a welcome change. Maybe some pants or a shirt, a sock or two. No, this guy's going to be forever naked now. But I just, what is your other YouTube account? Do you have a link? I do. It's, let me see here. I don't know if it's actually, let's see here. Schmerp. There you go. It's just that first one. It's just Epic Loot. So Epic Loot Gaming is where I put all the VODs from my streams for UO. Then Epic Loot is where I'm going to put my videos for World of Warcraft. And that's just because of algorithmic things. Like YouTube's algorithm has already put Epic Loot Gaming into a certain category that's hard to break out of. So I just needed to start something fresh and start working on it a bit. But yeah, so anyways, I'm just going to keep this short and simple. We've been going for 35 minutes now of me rambling. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna, you know, I need to go eat dinner and do some things, but Within the next week or so, I will be back to streaming UO like normal. I'll be doing my EM events and stuff like that. And I just want to thank every last one of you who supported me, encouraged me, and just helped me keep on track of, you know, things aren't that bad. When will we see you again? I'll be back on Sunday. So at least every Sunday until I get my new work schedule and stuff figured out. I'll definitely be back every Sunday, just because why not, right? What else am I going to do on a Sunday night? But Sunday's always been like my UO night, and I want to keep that going. And I definitely don't want to falter and start slacking. So I'm gonna get back in the hang of things. We're gonna get things going again. We're gonna be, oh shit, I think we got a freaking ad. But either way, we're good. We're not going anywhere, and I appreciate all of you. So until next time, we're gonna raid somebody. We're gonna see who's out there, and we are gonna call it a night. I'm glad I could get that update to you guys, and let's go check out. You know what? Let's go check out some World of Warcraft, shall we? World of Warcraft is coming out with housing, which is pretty hot right now. And yeah, let's go straight. Let's go fucking get this guy. I don't know who this guy is, but I just appreciate y'all for hanging out, and I'll see you guys in a week. Don't forget to tell them that Epic Loot Gaming sent you.